Good afternoon. It is Friday, April 30th, 2021. Have you ever had one of those times in your life when your expectations were just absolutely destroyed? Maybe you meet someone new and you think that they'll be special or even the one. But then as you get to know them, realize your expectations were way out of line and quite a bit higher than reality will accept. Or you get all excited about a possible new spiritual mentor, only to find out that, they're nowhere near the spiritual giant you were hoping for. Or you start a new job, excited about all the possibilities for challenge and advancement that you were promised, only to be sorely disappointed with the drudgery and lack of opportunity that reality brings. These kind of examine your life decisions, these kind of moments where you can just give up and go somewhere else. The disciples had a serious reevaluate your life choices moment in today's scripture. In Mark chapter 14, verses 43 to 52, and I'm reading from the New Living Translation, second edition, we see, and immediately, even as Jesus said this, Judas, one of the 12 disciples, arrived with a crowd of men armed with swords and clubs. They had been sent by the leading priests, the teachers of religious law, and the elders. The traitor, Judas, had given them a prearranged signal. You will know which one to arrest when I greet him with a kiss. Then you can take him away under guard. As soon as they arrived, Judas walked up to Jesus. Rabbi, he exclaimed, and gave him the kiss. Then the others grabbed Jesus and arrested him. But one of the men with Jesus pulled out his sword and struck the high priest's slave, slashing off his ear. Jesus asked them, Am I some dangerous revolutionary that you come with swords and clubs to arrest me? Why didn't you arrest me in the temple? I was there among you teaching every day. But these things are happening to fulfill what the scriptures say about me. Then all his disciples deserted him and ran away. One young man following behind was clothed only in a long linen shirt. When the mob tried to grab him, he slipped out of his shirt and ran away naked. Judas betrayed the Lord with a kiss, the most famous act of betrayal in all of history. 3 years of friendship, camaraderie, miracles, and promises, all forsaken and ruined by a treacherous kiss. Judas was accompanied by a mob of men armed with swords and clubs. After a very brief and completely unsuccessful and ill-defined attempt at defense, Jesus took back control of the situation and pointed out the hypocrisy of coming at night to arrest him when he'd been publicly teaching in the temple all day. But Jesus reminded all of them that they were part of a grander plan, that God had placed this in the Old Testament scriptures years before. Then here's the key verse for today's devotional thought. Then all his disciples deserted him and ran away. Their expectations were shattered. They're hoping to watch Jesus overthrow the Romans, take control of Jerusalem, and reestablish the Davidic kingdom. Instead, they're cold, alone, in the dark, and watching Jesus being taken away at sword point. They dropped everything and fled. One of them even left his clothes behind and fled away naked. They were in for a cold, lonely, bitter night and a very rough couple of days. Now, we've read the rest of the story, and no matter how loud we want to yell from the sidelines, hang in there, Sunday's coming, the disciples are still at an exceptionally low point in their lives. One of the largest lessons of life is to be learned here. Low points are not always forever low points. God has a plan, and things will get better. Your inability to see a better future does not hinder in any way God's ability to bring you a better future. When you're at a low point, stop digging. Look around. God has often placed someone else there to walk through that low point with you, so you'll not be doing it alone. Recognize that despair is often temporary and look for better times. Hang in there is not just a cliche. It is good, solid advice. We are part of God's miraculous plan. And in the low times, we can trust Him that better times are coming. God bless you.